Really, my battery exhausted in the middle of one of my favorite stories about what's happened here is the splashback has been offset so that now the junction box that holds this duplex receptacle, okay, it sticks out too far right in there, and that's a gap. And they sell these things, okay, they're called extenders, and I heard a code inspector a little while back called him a spark suppressor ring, and he seemed like he was pretty smart and knew what he was talking about, and I like that. And then some people call them goof rings. I think that's a tradespeople because that's probably what they think about them. But they just sit here and they inset, and because this device is offset from the junction box so much, the screws that came with it didn't fit, so they just put drywall screws in there. Well, drywall screws are not for electricity. They will come in there and just rip the insulation off and shock somebody. You don't put drywall screws inside of an electrical box. I mean, they did, but oh my God, okay? So we got these things, and so these goof rings, these spark suppression rings, these extenders, they cost about $3 a piece, right? So, you know, about $18. They're going to charge you more than that. Okay, they're going to charge you sales tax or something. That's how they get you. But for about $20, they could have made this right. Just about $20, you know. No, they just went here and that's what they did. On the oven, you know, you can see my fingerprints. It gets warm. It gets warm. Everything comes on. It's supposed to come on. It's fun to do. I did all of them. Now, underneath here, though, there you go. Whee, whee, whee. But underneath here, let's see if I get my flashlight out. Excuse me. It's not a flashlight. See if I can get my flashlight out. Okay, bud. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You see the way the electric cable conduit, the protective metallic flexible conduit, goes to the wall right over there. See how crooked the plate is? Maybe I have to pull another door out? Something like that. See how crooked? You're hiding. You're hiding, but you're not, you know, my eyes can see. Sometimes the camera can get a better angle than your eyes. But not today. Not today. So when it goes into the wall, that plate is all, it's not flush. It's not plumb. It's not square. It wasn't done in a good workmanlike manner. Adjust this drawer. Okay. Then I come over here. This is the kitchen vent fan. It's high enough. It's nice. Man, it really draws a lot of air. We got a little access panel here. And wow. Is that the most direct route? The vent goes up. Are you kidding me? Over and around. Why? Why does it do that? And then we don't have. Okay. Then we don't have a fire blocking plate on the back there. There should be a fire blocking plate on the wall back there. Okay. And that's just should I say ridiculous or silly? Okay. Dishwasher is acting like it should act. Okay. Coming along here. You don't have a foul on. I can't believe this, but now this is true. This is universal. And the vegetable sprayer works. You know, hot and cold water. It all works. All of the lavatories and sinks are held up with sticks and drywall screws. Just put a screw in it, Philip. We're going to the beer store. Oh, Doug, you're the fastest guy in the shop. I know. I'm getting a raise next week. Okay. That's how we do it. Okay, so 1/3 horsepower garbage disposal, food waste disposal. That's why we can put this switch down here as long as it's labeled. Okay, is it labeled? That's interesting, because usually like in the attic, you have a rocker switch. That switch is supposed to be labeled. Down here, this switch is supposed to be labeled on it. It is. Boy, you can barely see it, but it is. It is labeled. Now, if you were to update upgrade this to a 1 horsepower food waste disposal, this switch would not be allowed underneath here. But the manufacturer supersedes code. And the manufacturer says that so long as this is, you can put a 1/2 horsepower, 3/4 horsepower, 5/8 horsepower, but until you get to 1 horsepower, putting this switch out of sight from the drain is acceptable. Yeehaw! And it works. It works pretty good. Now over here, unlike the rest of the plumbing, we have an air admittance valve. That's what that thing is right there. And what that is, instead of running a pipe all the way through your ceiling to your roof to equalize the pressure so everything goes down, we have an air admittance valve right here. It's a mechanical device. If it starts stinking underneath here, it's either your food waste disposal or it's your air admittance valve. Or if it starts leaking, same options. I've never known one to fail. My mother had one in her house forever. So there's, that's something to take into consideration. But there it is, an air admittance valve, and I'm going to take a measurement on that to make sure that it's high enough. Since it's molded, I would imagine it's pretty much foolproof. But inquiring minds want to know. So over here, boiler works. Okay, I don't do self-cleaning, convection, but the oven is sitting here at about 355, something like that. So that's a good thing. Kill you. Got me. Light. Kill you. Off. Cooking methods. Broil. 500, start. And we'll just make sure this thing lights up like it did before. And this is the microwave. And believe it or not, we're getting close to the end of the interior appliances, and we're getting in plumbing. So we got our microwave here. I've got my magic lights. Ooh, and I've got a wet towel. That's how I know it was working. But now these lights are supposed to blink when it goes, blink when it goes on and off. We know that the microwave is cycling properly. I don't know how it got along without one, but I won it because I was the smartest kid in the room, so I've been having some fun with it, and I think most people are tired of me talking about it, but most people are tired of me talking about the foul line, the door locks, so it's blinking, and okay. That's how I know it works. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, that works. This is fun. Okay. Are you still going? There it is. See if I'm getting red in there. Go ahead and kill that. Hey, kill it. There you go. And then 513. And then this countertop is, according to the National Marble Association, it's not supposed to extend over 10 inches without a corbel. So somebody can sit on this corner or something, at a ball game or something like that, and then it breaks, they fall off, and everybody laughs, and then maybe they get some stitches in their head, it's not so funny, and then when you find out how much it costs to replace this, it's even less funny. So anyway, and all this GFCI works, so I tested that. In fact, I did test it, I need to go reset it all.